I woke up this morning and I'm starting to come to the realization that the training is catching up to me. I'm not injured or anything, but I'm at the point now where I just feel tired and sluggish and foggy and quite frankly just shitty all the time. I just need to make it through this week and next week and then we can taper. I have medium long today. I'm gonna do it when I get back from work. And actually I think it might be good because I'll get to do it in the heat. I think it'd be good heat training for me. Normally I just wake up and I do it, whatever, just YOLO. But I couldn't do it. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not really stressing about it, but I'm just thinking about it. And it's not fun to think about the fact that after your work shift, you have to go out in the heat and run like 16 miles. That fucking sucks. I don't know why I do this. Taking my lunch break again here. It's 1:15 in the afternoon and feeling pretty good. I think it was best that I didn't run this morning. Just give myself a few extra hours to kind of recover. This cilantro chicken here looks fire. I'm about to down this. Another thing, it's like I'm eating so much now, but I still feel like I'm losing weight. It's just like, I feel like I'm a bodybuilder to a degree. I'm not trying to put on mass, I'm just trying to maintain. And it's never enough. It's never enough. I think I just put too much sauce on here, but ow! Fuck! Just burnt my thigh. Oh! This is really good. I'm not gonna lie, the corn looked like shit. That's really good. See how this chicken is. It's got rice and beans, and I'm eating it once again without a knife. That's very good. That's very good. We're getting low on our factor meals. Probably we'll never get them again unless they sponsor me. So once again, Factor, last chance. Training though, this week, I have it written out. Let's see. So I'm slated for 105 miles this week. Took Monday off. Doing a lot of double runs. This is actually one of 2 runs this week where I'm only doing one singular run. It's very heavy. It's very heavy. And the next week, I'm gonna run all 7 days, or at least that's the plan. And then, if my legs hold out, it's gonna be disgusting. Let's just put it that way. It's gonna be really disgusting. Running more at Settlers, getting some more single track in. I did 10 there after work the other day. And I was so... That's when the fatigue really started. And now I'm just trying to recover. All is well, everyone. All is well. It might not seem like it's a big deal to you guys, but I've been kind of teetering between like how much I want to talk about regarding my training, because in the past, it's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Like, putting out like what you're doing every single day. When I was uploading everything I was doing for every week, Monday through Sunday, for like months, and then I underperformed in races, maybe I got injured or whatever, doesn't matter, and I just blew up. It was really hard on me mentally, because it just makes me feel like a piece of shit, honestly. I don't know how, I'm still working out how to approach all of this, like content creation, but also from a mental POV, like staying healthy up here. Because I mean, let's be honest, putting yourself out there like that, I like doing it, but at the same time, it does come with its costs. It's a lot of extra stress, at least for me. I just don't like disappointing people. And on this channel in recent years, I've had a track record for disappointing and just failing certain goals. I've been at Pro Bike and Run for almost 2 years now. It's crazy. August 15th will be 2 years for me. So if you want to send me a cake or something when the time comes around, feel free to. Come say hi. I've learned so much in that time, and honestly, to a degree, I feel like I know too much. To the point where it's like almost a detriment in some cases. Learning about shoes has been so good for me in that, one, it has genuinely helped me stay more injury-free than I would otherwise. And also it's just brought another component to this whole running thing and made it more enjoyable for me. It's fun to learn about something that you're passionate about. I've always been passionate about running, just athletics, fitness. I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably are too. I do reviews and all this stuff here and there, just kind of fuck around. And I guess this video would be kind of a good place for me to show you some things, kind of give you some knowledge. It's very simple knowledge at the end of the day, stuff you could learn pretty much overnight. Definitely because I've been here a few years now, I see a lot of things and I learn a lot of ins and outs, kind of what people like, what they don't like. I definitely have the edge in that regard because I know when I was running in school, like I started running when I was in 7th grade. How old are you in 7th grade? Like 12, 11? Really young. Over half my life I've been running at this point. Well over half my life. And I didn't know anything about any shoe until I started working here. Like genuinely, nothing. I didn't pay attention to what I had. I didn't give a shit. I knew I wore Asics and whatnot, but I mean, that was the gist of it. The only reason why I knew that I actually wore the Cumulus as much as I did is I found old boxes. I'm like, oh, that adds up. I didn't care if the shoe was worn out. I didn't care about if it was a stability or a neutral shoe. I didn't know what any of that even meant. That's probably why I had such a horrible time when I was in school, just getting injured, or definitely a big part of it. There's definitely a lot of bogus shit out there about shoes that you don't need to get yourself twisted up in a knot about. But also there's a lot that's really important, especially if you're serious about the sport or just staying healthy. I feel like I'm talking too much. Am I talking too much? You can tell me. Tell me. I'm currently in the back right here because I need more shoes. All of my shoes are literally at their tipping point and I just can't get away with it any longer, so I'm gonna walk out of here with 2 pairs. So we've got the A6 Mizuno New Balance Isle, Hoka and On, no, Brooks, and Saucony Ultra and a bunch of the trail shoes. I already know one pair that I'm gonna get without a doubt. It's right here, size 9, the Saucony Triumph 22. Sam, you can't say I'm a Saucony hater anymore. I never was. And now this is where it gets tricky. There's 2 options that I'm thinking about right now. So we've got Mizuno here. Where is it? We've got the new Wave Rider 28. And I'm also looking at the Nova Blast 4. Oh, this is the color I like too. I just dropped a bunch of shoes. Let's just figure this out lickety split. So obviously, once again, without a doubt, need another max cushion shoe. I'm going with the Saucony Triumph 22. It's a size 9. It's gonna be perfect for me. There's one. Now, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? We've got the new Mizuno Wave Rider. What is this? The 28 now? Yeah. I run in the 27s, love the dang thing, but that one's reaching its limit. I tried this one on the other day, and it's much softer, and it's much wider. Just the cut's so much more accommodating, which I think 2 out of 2, really solid decision making on their part. I think it's gonna help the shoe sell a lot more. I kinda wanna get this, but at the same time, we've got the Nova Blast 4. I love the Nova Blast 3, but that one has met its maker. It's no more. I feel like I should get this, just another sort of fast, rolly shoe without a plate. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is it gonna be? Can I get a drum roll here? Going with the Nova Blast. This is also a sick colorway. I had to do it. Here are the winners. I will say though, there's a high probability I get this in a few weeks. Welcome to Pro Bike and Run, a place where all of your wildest dreams can come true. If you need shoes, we've got you. But before we get into the fitting process, it's important for you to understand one thing. Poop! Poop, you may be asking? It's actually a carefully organized code. People, order, our product. Well, it looks like you guys finally get it. And would you look at that? I think I see a customer coming in right now. Upon entering the establishment, you will be greeted by some of the finest run specialists on the planet. And it is here that the most high-tech equipment that the world has to offer will be used to check your gait. Do you pronate? Do you supinate? Or are you more neutral? We'll find out here. Afterwards, the run specialist will pull you a few shoes that he or she believes are good for you to try. It is at this point you will throw them on, you will be checked for the proper fitting, and sent off to test and see if it's for you. At this point it is for you to decide. Follow your heart and listen to your gut. Do you like Asics? Do you like Hoka? Do you like fast shoes? Do you like heavy shoes? Do you like cushion or firmness? We are all different cats, and that's what makes this world beautiful. It's 4:45 in the evening right now, and alright, I am genuinely dreading this right now. Every minute that's passed by, it's just gotten worse and worse. I don't want to do this at all. And if I get through this, it's going to be a miracle. So, the less time we spend fucking around, the better. I'm going to take out the Saucony Triumph 22s here for their first go around. That kid that just rode on the bike past me just hissed at me. That was one of the weirder things I've witnessed here. 16-ish miles. We may cut a few, whatever, depending on how we're feeling. But the point is here, we're not going to bitch out. We're going to listen to our body. We're going to get good miles in here. It actually rained a good bit. It came down pretty hard about an hour or so ago. And it cooled things down. So, honestly, this is good. In a weird, sadistic way, I was kind of hoping it'd be a little hotter because I do need to do some heat training, but it's been a long day. I'm pretty tired. I'll honestly take it. Fuck, man. This is gonna suck. This is rough. I'm already miserable and we're not even a quarter mile in. I'm hoping I just get into a nice little flow state here. These Triumphs feel real good, I will say. I needed another max cushion in my rotation. As much as I wish I ran this morning now, I think it was good that I didn't because my legs feel actually better than they have the last few days. We're gonna be out here for a while. If I can force myself to run these miles on days like this, I can force myself to run the last few in the 50-miler. There is not a single atom within my body that wants to do this right now. It's a pretty solid first mile there. I think I'm gonna cut it back a little bit though. It's not necessary. I was about to leave work and I found myself actually in a deep lull. I was getting really tired and my boss just happened to bring in these massive M&M cookies from Panera Bread and I downed one. Sometimes sugar is all you need. God. Oh my God, there's baby turkeys. Hello, mother. Damn, man. Going downhill, believe it or not, is so much easier than going uphill. I had about a 2 or 3 mile stretch just climbing. That hurt real bad. But I could use some hills. Now we get to reap the benefits and go down for a bit. We're chugging along. This is not easy, but it's not difficult. Really surprising myself right now. Thought I'd be in much more pain. We're over halfway there though. Look at the sun coming out. Who would have thought? We wouldn't be experiencing this right now if we were sitting inside. But this is one of those good runs to really dial in and focus, listen to your breathing. Okay, how do we feel? Can we step it up a notch, honestly, without hurting ourselves? Or should we take it a little easier? I'm still trying to figure that out right now. Focus on pumping your arms, staying symmetrical, not leaning to one side. Just drive those knees, make sure you're getting good lift. And above all, don't let that form break down. This isn't a workout. This isn't a race. Right now, I'm contemplating. I'm actually thinking, using my head, what do I have left in the week for training? What do I have to do next week? Considering all of that, and I'm gonna make the conscious decision to slow down, even though I don't really want to. This is one of those runs where I can feel my ego pushing me a little bit, like, nah, bitch, let's go sub 7. You haven't gone sub 7 in a while. What are you, a pussy? Yeah, that's right, let's go sub 7. It hurts, but let's do it. Yeah, I don't need it. Let's be smart for a change. See, that's a little bit better there, but I think we can slow down even more. Why not? What's stopping us? A little bit better? Let's slow down some more. 16 miles. Oh my God. So, do you remember how a couple minutes ago we were talking about just being smart in the middle of a run? Well, you can't make this shit up. I'm crossing through town, like where it's super busy, and I get to the other side of the trail, and I shit you not, there was this massive group of people lining up for presumably a little 5K race on the trail, and right as I was coming through, they started. There were people literally parting like the Red Sea for me to get through, and I literally ended up in the middle of a race. So let's just say I may or may not have dropped like a 540 mile, but yeah, that happened. It also got really hot, and I am chafing like a motherfucker right here, but I guess at the end of the day, we made it through 16 when we really had no business pulling that one out of our ass. And we're at 46 miles for the week, 3 days of running so far. Hell of a good start. I'm currently battling demons right now, folks. I am going to sleep very soundly tonight. I figured since I have a video here talking about shoes, I think it's pretty safe for you to assume that I've acquired a lot of shoes over the last few years. A lot of which that are on their way out, a lot of which still have some life in them, so I figured I'd show you some of my collection. There's a piece of me that wishes I kept all of my old shoes, but obviously that would just get way out of hand. So let me just show you what I got here on hand. When I sell shoes to people, I always tell people, you know, the more the merrier. The more shoes you're able to acquire, the better. Like, the bigger your rotation, most likely the healthier you're gonna be, because with foam, just because you have a brand new shoe, if you're wearing it every single day, holy shit, these kids are loud. They're killing my video right now. What was I saying? Yeah, the foam, it just gets destroyed super quickly if you're wearing the same shoe every day. So let's see. I wore this Saucony Triumph here today, the 22. If I wore this every day for the next week, it may as well be a dead shoe. I don't care if it's brand new and there's plenty of tread. That's just how it works. So obviously shoes are really expensive, but whatever you can get your paws on, do it. And obviously invest a little bit in the more expensive stuff. Seriously, it's so much better. Anything that's under $100, unless it was originally like 120 to 160, it's probably gonna be shit. Unless it's on clearance, it's probably going to be shit. Anyway, here's what I got here. We'll start with these. These are just kind of like fuck around, wear around shoes. Got the Trace here. Got another Brooks shoe. I've been wearing this to work, the Ravel. For my trail shoes, I still have a little bit of life left in my Peregrine 13s. I may even switch to them in the middle of my 50-miler. We'll see. I mean, I really don't know how this shoe here is going to hold up, but right now this is the race day shoe that I have planned. It's the New Balance Hero V8. Right here I've got the Brooks Glycerin 20. This shoe is officially retired. It's been retired for quite some time. I just wear it to work occasionally or just around the town. I've got my one and only pair of inserts in here. Never had a pair of inserts before that, so it's a nice little shoe. Got my Asics Gel Cumulus ones for memes and shit. Now I guess for the actual more viable stuff, like my real rotation, these are trainers that I'm just cycling through day in and day out. I'm doing a lot of doubles, so I need a lot of shoes. So today, obviously, once again, wore the Saucony Triumph 22. Tomorrow I'll probably wear the Brooks Ghost Max. I'm due for another pair. This pair is about 300 to 400 miles in. I couldn't have picked a better time to be doing this. But, you know, it's been a long day. I don't care. The dust seems to have settled. I've got the New Balance 1080 V13. Really nice shoe, but it's also on its way out. Another shoe that's on its way out and I need to replace is the Mizuno Wave Rider 27. As you saw earlier, I was really on the fence about getting the 28s. I'm sure I'll do that. I think the 28 is going to be even better than this shoe. I really like this one too. More race day workout stuff. I don't really wear them too often because that's just not where my training is right now. I wore this for 15 of my 30-mile day on Sunday. The Saucony Endorphin Speed 4. It's got a nylon plate in it. And then I've got my Nike Vaporfly. I think this is the 2. I'm going to be honest, I'm not even quite sure. I'm not a Nike expert, but this guy still has a little bit of life left in him. I don't think I've worn it since the Pittsburgh Marathon in 2023. And if I have, I've probably only worn it like 2, maybe 3 times. I just can't remember. And then this guy, which I was planning on using for the Hilton Head Marathon in January before my knee gave out. I've got the A6 Metaspeed Sky. So literally brand freaking new. There's not even a scuff on this guy. And whenever we start marathon training after this Ultra, I'll be taking it out and giving it a proper go, and hopefully I really like it. For all I know, this might become my marathon shoe, and from what I've heard, the new Metaspeed is really nice. I guess I'm gonna settle in for the rest of the night. I'm kind of mellowed out right now, and I just need to eat and recover and thrive. Just gotta thrive. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm still up right now. It's just past midnight, and once again, I'm going to sleep like a rock tonight. It's been such a long day. On the topic of shoes, though, this is probably one of the worst examples I can give, but I think it's still fitting if you put the drama and other bad stuff to the side. So, Kevin Spacey was one of my favorite actors growing up, until, of course, it came out that he was a typical creepy pedophile Hollywood dude. But I always remember the story of how he was a shoe salesman before he became an A-list actor, one of the most prolific and talented actors of all time. And it makes me think, because I have aspirations beyond working in retail that I'd like to see come to fruition. I like my job. I actually like it more than I care to admit, honestly. I'm almost embarrassed to say. But, and I love my coworkers, and I wouldn't be as passionate about running or as fit as I am now if it wasn't for the fact that I work there. But this is the longest I've ever held down a job without changing route. And I don't know how much longer I'll be here. I do think about, like, all the things that I am missing out on. And I just feel like my life has stagnated quite a bit, and that scares me a lot. Yeah, I feel like I need a change, but I don't know how to go about it. I'm just gonna keep making things and keep using my hands to,
make my visions for whatever projects I deem are important, and we'll see what comes of it. I probably come off as like a really simple guy, but I don't really think I am. I think I want a more, not lavish lifestyle, but just a more chaotic life. I just don't feel like I do anything, and I haven't done anything for a long time. Yeah, I'm a shoe salesman. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you subscribe and like if you haven't already. And I'm gonna go to bed and try again tomorrow.